What's up, fellas? Welcome to the garage. Today is the big day. I'm finally carrying on with the painting, the main bulk of the parts for the Sierra Sapphire. If you watch the previous episode, you'll see that we've actually painted the body of the car. Now, after the paint is totally dried up, I can really evaluate how good did I do. I will admit I do have some orange peel on some spots here and there, and also some paint runs, ones more significant than others. But as I see it, nothing that couldn't be fixed pretty easily. So I'm quite happy with the paint job we achieved here. Very importantly, this part of the car, which was rather problematic because of the welding here and the warpage, turned out just great. I am very pleased with this. But anyways, we will take the lessons learned from painting the shell here and apply them to painting the doors and everything else. So here you can see the last creation. These are the left rear doors, if I'm not mistaken. And here are all the other parts. As you can see, we got quite some parts here. The whole spray filler painting, and even more so the wet sanding, took quite some time. I wanted to make it as perfect as I can, so I've really taken my time to do it. On the hood, I always wanted Sierra Cosworth hood vents, so I went ahead and made those, which also took me quite some time. Sierra Sapphire 4x4 Cosworth vents, which I actually got original. Those will also need to be painted, but they are really the original ones, not 3D printed or anything. But anyways, now we finally reached the stage when we can go ahead and paint all of this in the finer bright red color. Before putting all of these parts in my temporary spray booth I got here, I again needed to do some adjustments. As you can see, I've covered everything here because all the things here are very dusty. So I went ahead and mopped the floor quite some times, again and again, and I will be actually wetting the floor as well before painting, you know, because floor here is prone to keep the dust in itself, if that makes any sense. And when you go ahead, start spraying, much of the dust will lift off and then land happily on the freshly painted parts, which obviously isn't ideal. So without further ado, let's make this floor wet. It looks like we're gonna have a big party here. right, so it's the next day and the paint has dried. Now you can see that the bonnet here isn't painted. Why is that? Well, I had a little accident. I actually dropped the bonnet onto the floor while I was trying to turn it over. You can see I painted this side, but when I was turning it around, I actually dropped it and bent it here on this edge and here as well. So don't really have a choice. I just, you know, made it straight again, and now I have to put some body filler on, then spray filler, and yeah, kind of redo the whole process, but only on these parts here. Rest of the hood is just fine. Next, we can evaluate the results here. I'm actually very happy with how these surfaces turned out. Now the red color is notorious for bad coverage, you know. On some places, if you look very closely, I can see that it could use another coat or two, especially on the edges. Another very frustrating problem was with the spoiler here. As you can see, there's just no way of putting it in a position that it would stand, you know. So this spoiler, as you can see, doesn't want to stand like this, you know. And I really should have put another stand or something in between here for it to stand like this. Long story short, I didn't do enough preparation in my mind. I started, of course, painting the undersides of everything first. And with the doors, of course, there is no problem, because I could easily stand them here on the, you know, on the other side. But with the bonnet and also with the spoiler, the things aren't so simple. So, of course, this spoiler has touched here, and yeah, made me very nervous and angry and everything that comes with the territory. So I will have to repaint this as well. The other doors are very nice. Of course, I did get a little bit of orange peel, but nothing to be worried about really. We will buff this out, no problem. So let's just carry on. I will put the body filler on the bonnet and let's get this painted as well. This time I will really take care for the mounting points, let's say. I used these holes that would hold the bonnet on the car and put these bolts here, so I will stand them here. And also I will use this catch here to stand the hood when painting the upper side. Alright.